Speaker. My question is for the Premier. At the Justice Committee yesterday, we had our most revealing day yet. Your Deputy Energy Minister corroborated the testimony of the OPA, who stated the government knew there would be massive costs to the Oakville relocation in addition to the $40 million you claim. He swore to the Justice Committee that he told the minister the Oakville cancellation would cost hundreds of millions of dollars more than the $40 million figure. Premier, you've known this for months, yet you sit there and pretend you didn't. Will you drop the act and tell us the total cost of the gas plant scandal and who ordered the documents to be withheld?
Mr. Speaker, I think members are aware that we have asked the Auditor General, an officer of this legislature, to examine the issue, and it is my understanding through a letter that I received from him that the Auditor General will be making his report public next week. And that will be an opportunity for the members of the opposition, members of this party or government to take a look at the Auditor General's report, and it's certainly within the power of the committee that's been struck to examine that report in detail, and in fact, if they so desire, call the Auditor General before him. In terms of document production, Mr. Speaker, we have undertaken in good faith to provide the committee with all documents at once, but again, Mr. Speaker, I remind members of this House that the government took the initiative
Member from Cambridge, come to order.
And offer a government-wide search of relevant documents far beyond anything that had been asked, and that member and his colleagues voted against it, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. It was also revealed that the Liberal staffers will go to any extreme to keep us from getting to the facts. Several times yesterday, I asked Craig McLennan, the Energy Minister's Chief of Staff, about a $1.4 billion Oakville price tag that he was very concerned with. He repeatedly swore under oath that he had no idea what I was referring to until I showed him the urgent document he wrote. Then, eureka, he remembered it. We got him red-handed, Speaker. Last week, David Livingston, the former Premier's Chief of Staff, either didn't know or couldn't remember 22 times in that short testimony. And let's remember, he was a $367,000 a year bureaucrat. Premier, do you really think this type of behavior is acceptable, or is amnesia a prerequisite job for your job in the Liberal government?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, you know, the drive-by smears continue. Individuals are coming forward before the committee. These are witnesses that are being called by the Progressive Conservative Party. They are coming forward. They are being asked questions related to a long time frame. They are answering under oath to the best of their ability. And, Mr. Speaker, when we talk about Mr. McLennan's testimony, the honourable member spoke about documents. Perhaps we should review what he told the committee about documents. He said, ultimately, legal counsel, as I understand it, advised that it would be difficult to release these documents while negotiations were still underway. Ultimately, as I understood it, the minister accepted that legal advice. Mr. Speaker, has been discussed in this chamber on many occasions. The former minister and his staff tried to find a balance between the competing interests of the public and the requests of the committee, and that became very clear yesterday, Mr. Speaker.
Good question.